Look, I know they just got back from that little romantic getaway to the island where billionaires go to escape millionaires. And I know, according to all those puff pieces, the two of them are just as in love as they've ever been. It's the external forces that are stressing them out. But once again, we are seeing Harry out and about without Meghan, and he looks happy. Harry is a guy who used to be famous for being happy. When he was younger, he was branded the party boy prince. He was cheeky, he was fun. Anytime we would see him, he was laughing, he was smiling, he was making jokes. But then, after that serpent Meghan entered his life, everything changed. All of a sudden, the happy go lucky prince we used to know transformed into this dark, broody character we see today. For months now, there has been speculation that Harry and Meghan's marriage is falling apart. We've heard stories claiming that Harry finally realizes Meghan is a horrible influence on him and that she's ruined his life. We've also heard stories that Meghan's getting sick of Harry and she's going to be the one to leave. We don't know if these rumors are true. There is no way to verify them. But you know what they say about pictures? They really are worth 1,000 words. And in the photos we've been seeing over the past several months, what has become increasingly clear is that sometimes Harry is happy, but only when Meghan's nowhere around. Take, for instance, what happened at Invictus. Harry was there a few days before Meghan came. Now, we didn't even know if she was going to show up. Of course, she did. But anyway, before she got there, Harry was back to his old self. He looked truly thrilled to be there. He was smiling, he was laughing with the competitors. For a while, it seemed like maybe the old Harry was back, the one who wasn't so eaten up with jealousy and resentment, the charming Harry, the one who was fun to be around. But as soon as Meghan got there, everything changed and Harry started looking miserable again. And then what about the trip that Harry took to Asia earlier this year without Meghan, where he visited Tokyo and then played polo in Singapore? That trip looked eerily similar to the royal engagements Harry used to undertake when he was a working royal, and he was right back in his element. You could tell he was genuinely thrilled to be there. And now, according to the Mirror, Happy Harry has been spotted once again, this time in the US. According to an article in the Mirror, Prince Harry is all smiles as he enjoys trip without Meghan Markle. He headed to the US Grand Prix. The Mirror reports Prince Harry seemed to be in high spirits as he visited a racetrack in Austin, Texas ahead of the US Grand Prix. The Duke of Sussex was all smiles as he met the Mercedes team, but his wife Meghan Markle was noticeably absent from the trip. Harry looked very relaxed during his trip on Saturday as he wore a black polo shirt and jeans. I'm sure you all remember when they first got together after they got married, the gruesome twosome were never seen apart. If one of them was out and about, the other one was going to be there too. It didn't really matter where they went, Meghan was always there digging her claw into Harry's arm. But now clearly things have changed. And of course, that's why people are speculating their relationship is done. Even though Meghan tried to convince him otherwise, Harry did have interests. He had hobbies before Meghan entered his life. Harry actually enjoyed the work that he did for the royal family. Now, I know that he's tried to say he never liked being a working royal and it was his idea to leave. But how on earth could we believe that when Harry is obviously at his happiest when he's out and about meeting people, chatting, bringing attention to causes he cares about? As the Mirror article notes, Harry has been open about his love of racing and previously revealed he used to race Grand Prix winner Johnny Herbert in go karting. So obviously, this has been a passion of Harry's for a long time. Now, I highly doubt this is a passion that Meghan supports, because let's remember, she doesn't support any of his passions. It's all about her. She'll drag him to a Beyonce concert, she'll drag him wherever she wants to go. But when he wants to go somewhere, when he wants to see something he cares about, oh, she's not going to come. This is a big reason that I've been saying their relationship was doomed from the start. See, for a while, Harry was happy to go along with it. He was happy to allow Meghan to play mommy and do whatever she told him to do. But I knew, we all knew, that eventually he was going to get sick of it, and it looks like that time has finally come. See, it's important to remember that Meghan Markle is a narcissist, and so that really influences the relationship. She started off love bombing Harry, telling him how great and wonderful he was, telling him that only she knew how to love him, that she would always support him, that it was them against the world. But that phase cannot last. One of the goals of the love bombing phase is to effectively isolate the victim from all their friends and family. Well, Meghan succeeded. So then she could start the next phase, the devaluation phase. And in this phase, she's not telling Harry how great and wonderful he is. In fact, she's telling him exactly the opposite. Now Harry feels like he can't do anything right. She's not telling him that it's them against the world. She's just angry at him for messing up her plans. So that's exactly why, when Harry finally gets to take a break from his master, he looks so happy. That's why he looked like his old self in Singapore and Tokyo, for a little while in Germany before Meghan got there, and now this weekend in Austin. Body language expert Judy James also weighed in on Harry's arrival in Atlanta. She said the two of them looked tense as they left the plane. Speaking with the Mirror, Judy James said their closeness on holiday has been replaced by a separated look after they were pictured holding hands during their trip. She went on to say there's no sign of any lingering post holiday glow from Meghan's body language here, and that romantic, idyllic hand in hand pose we saw from Harry and Meghan as they strolled through deserted streets seems to have been replaced by a more separated look as Meghan rushes ahead across the tarmac, leaving Harry to chat with someone as he trails behind. Even in that single image that we got from Meghan and Harry's alleged vacation to that island in the Grenadines, I mean, the whole thing was bizarre. First of all, I don't really believe that it was even taken there. I think it was clearly AI. And second of all, they weren't even really holding hands. They were almost holding hands. I mean, just think back to the PDA we used to see from those two. That is completely gone. All that lovey-dovey PDA has now been replaced by coldness and distance. The body language expert went on to say Meghan's unsmiling facial expression and her directive pointing suggest tension here and a desire to rush into the car. Harry appears to be in less of a rush, although the way both his elbows are raised as he walks could suggest some matching inner tension here. I remember when I was young and I first got married, my mama told me, the real test of your relationship is gonna come when things get tough. It's easy to get along and be in love when everything is going well, but when things start going wrong, that's when you know if that's the person you're meant to be with or not. Well, I think we're seeing here things are going wrong in their lives. Meghan and Harry are losing deals left and right. Their relationship with the royal family shows no signs of improving. So now they're turning on each other. At this point, they can't really continue to blame everybody else for their problems. I mean, the press, well, these days, the media is saturated with these glowing PR puff pieces coming from their team. So, no, the press is not an obstacle to their happiness anymore. And as for Harry's family, well, come on. That has been a one sided war for years now. So they can't blame Harry's family for their problems. Who else are they going to blame? Well, they certainly can't take responsibility for their own behavior and blame themselves for all their problems. So what else could they possibly do other than turn on each other? So I predict in the coming months, we're going to see more and more of these articles about Harry going out and actually looking happy. We're going to see more and more articles about Meghan forging her own path ahead. We're going to see fewer and fewer articles about the two of them doing anything together because, folks, I think the relationship is finished. How long is it going to take before they actually announce the divorce? Who knows? But you know I'll be here to talk about it when they do. And you, what do you think about the state of the Sussex marriage? Please let me know your opinions below in the comments section. As always, please don't forget to like and share this video with anybody else who would enjoy it. And before you go, please hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a thing from Kate Middleton and the Queen channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a lovely day, and I'll be back to see you in the next videos.